Alright guys, so today I'm going to be recording the last of the video showing off the elevator parts I got from the building demolition. Tonight you guys are going to be seeing this exterior Dover Impulse elevator floor indicator, which I got from the building. These indicators are also typically called lobby indicators or hall indicators. It doesn't really matter what you call them. These are just exterior floor indicators that are mounted outside the elevator. And these basically, I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe these are installed for the convenience of the passenger. For when they press the elevator button, they can see the position of the elevator car in the shaft, see how long it's going to take the car to get to them. But I could be wrong. If you do know of a second reason, a more important reason these indicators are installed, then please tell me, because I'd be pretty fascinated to know. But this is the exterior position indicator that came off the elevator in this building. I took this part out myself, actually. These come out with two Allen wrench screws. Just take the Allen wrench, unscrew the screws, pull the thing off the wall, and then cut the wires. Simple as that. This thing actually still has some dust on it from the building. It's hard to get the dust in those little corners there. But not in bad shape from being from 1989. Not in terrible shape. As I said, it's still got some dust on it from the building. This indicator is basically an exact copy of the indicator that is on the car panel, as you guys can see up there. But obviously, as I said, this one is mounted outside the elevator so the passenger can see where the elevator car is without having to be inside the elevator to know. So basically, these things are pretty basic. They're, this whole part here is plastic, and the metal casing, or the metal plate, it's all mounted to the metal plate. On the back here, this is a standard incandescent indicator, just as most of them were. And here's the view of the back. Let's get a view from the proper angle. There's the view of the back. We got all the bezels there with the letters on them. And as I was saying before, this is the standard fake LED indicator, where the characters, as you guys can see, are shaped like LEDs, but they're lit up each by two incandescent bulbs in the back. Or they can be LED too, it just depends on the type you buy, but back then they probably only had incandescent. Let's try to get one of these unplugged so you guys can see. There's the inside of the thing there. There's the light bulb. These can be replaced by popping these straight out of the socket. And yeah. It took me quite a long time to make a video on this indicator, because I actually had to buy replacement bulbs for this indicator, because when I first got this indicator, basically every single bulb on this thing was burned out. Every single bulb on this thing was burned out, with exception to one bulb, and that was the LED bulb that was in the three. There's supposed to be two bulbs to light up each thing, and just the one bulb was on, and these are the LEDs they replaced the incandescent bulbs with. There were actually a few of the old incandescent bulbs in these things, but these are, if the camera will focus here, I doubt it will. These are the type of the LED bulbs that used to replace some of the incandescent bulbs in this thing. There it is. These things are $11 a piece. That's right. These tiny things are $11 a piece. So that is why I did not replace the bulbs with the LEDs, because I'm obviously not going to spend over $100 on these stupid little bulbs. So I decided to go back to incandescent with this thing. And I did replace all the bulbs. I just got all the bulbs in the mail yesterday. Finally got all these bulbs replaced. So this indicator is 100% fully functional. Once again, as it once was when the elevator was first installed. Because the bulbs in these things are pretty much notorious for burning out. You can't come across a Dover Impulse elevator that has got these indicators without pretty much finding like one of these things burned out. Unless the elevator is actually maintained and the bulbs are constantly replaced. But the bulbs have to be on 24/7 to show the position of the elevator. So regardless if the building's open or not, the indicator's on 24/7. That will obviously put tons of hours on the incandescent bulbs, and that's why they burn out so fast. So these indicators are just notorious for burning out after a very short period of time. With that said, it's time for a test. On the back here, we got all the wires. There are 5 wires. They got these all tied down into 5 wires. The pink wire here is the common. So this goes in the negative on our 24 volt power supply, which in my case is 2 12-volt batteries. Let's nut these wires together. There's the common, the negative, and take the wire off the positive end of, or take the wire nut, that is, off the positive wire coming out of my 2 12-volt batteries, and we're just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to get the camera. I'm gonna try to get the flash, the camera up here so the flash doesn't interfere with you guys seeing the bulbs too much. I just have to have the flash on because the lighting is terrible in my room. But we're just gonna start with just gonna touch all these wires here to the positive separately, and we'll get to see the indicators on this thing coming on. So this is going to be tough to do this with one hand. So let's see if we can get this to work. Let's touch the red wire first. I think this is the wire for the LL position. Yep, there we go. There's the basement indicator. Let's do the orange, which I believe is 2. I could be wrong. Nope, that's the 1 position on the indicator. The yellow, I believe, is 2. There's 2. And the blue is 3. There's 3. So there you guys go. That's your test. And just for the fun of it, I'm sure you guys do want to see this. I'm going to go ahead and tie all these together to the positive, and we will see all these bulbs come on at one time. So let's put the camera down really quick. Obviously in real life, when these things are on the elevator, if all the indicators are on, that means the elevator has got a controller issue. But for my purposes, we're going to go ahead and do this anyway, just for the fun of it. And I'm just going to go ahead and tie all these wires together, not all of them together, and hopefully this will come out. There you guys go. That is all of them tied together. Let's go ahead and cover up the flash on the camera so you guys can see that a little bit better. There you go. There you guys go. Thanks for watching tonight, and that'll be it.